Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amira Sajida from RAS 2452B. We'll explain about the drying equipment and the list types of the drying equipment. What is the drying equipment? Drying equipment is the machine used to minimize or reduce the water content from the material. Aside from the dryer section itself, this dryer also includes the feeders, heaters and the product collections. So many types of the drying equipment such as tray dryers, vacuum dryers, free dust bed dryers, rotary dryers and tunnel dryers. This is the free dust bed dryer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Azzatul Farisha bin Rizam. Today, I want to share with all of you on application pharmaceutical manufacturing. The FBD is well known and widely used piece of equipment in the pharmaceutical granulation area. It is used in the granulation process to dry the material in order to achieve the desired moisture content in the tablet formulation granules to require for a perfect tablet compressions. In granulation to the rescue, powders are difficult to work with in a variety of applications across a wide range of industry. When it comes to transportation, they are loosely packed, lack uniformity and do not flow well. As a result, powder must be crystallized into granules with increased density, flowability and uniformity. Granulation also refers to the aggregation of various primary powders materials to form a final product. Therefore, the granulation system can be combined with fluid bed dryers to complete the drying, mixing, granulation, finishing, and cooling processes all at the same time. Furthermore, while FBD dyeing can be used in a variety industry, it has arguably had the greatest impact of pharmaceuticals. The moisture content of pharmaceutical granules and powders can be reduced by using a fluid bed dryer. Fluid bed dryer technology has replaced the traditional method of drying products in trays, which has been considerably shorter drying times along with even drying conditions for a uniform final products. Besides that, it provides the best solution for drying many products, particularly those in the pharmaceutical industry. The system allows you to control the temperature of the entire air so that the correct amount of moisture evaporates from the granule surface. An excessively hot inlet air temperature can form a surface crust, preventing deeper moisture from being transported to the system, delaying the drying process rather than accelerating it. First, in tablet manufacture. Tablet granulation necessitates the moistening of the powder for agglomeration, but the MC should be within range. So, after granule formulation, there is an important step for granule drying. If the MC is too high or too low, compression may be hampered. Granules may become stuck within the die or punch if the temperature is too high. If the pressure is too low, the granules will not be compressed together. If there is an excessive amount of moisture present, the tablet will break. The smoothness of the tablet surface may also be hampered as moisture level. So, in order to avoid all of this inconvenience, the pharmacist must keep the moisture content in the container at a critical level. Next, in tablet coating process. Before coating tablet, the core tablet must be thoroughly dried, otherwise the tablet will degrade and the appearance of the coating will be compromised. If there is moisture within the tablet, fungi will grow. As the result, the tablet may have an unappealing appearance and the consumer may avoid purchasing the preparation. As a result, drying is critical to demonstrate the economic and reputation benefit. Next, in the presence of moisture, aspirin can be hydrolyzed and a hydrolytic aspirin can cause vomiting and gastric irritation, so it is hazardous to one's health. Lastly, in capsule manufacture, the capsule shell must be kept a controlled humidity environment during the capsule manufacturing process. Moisture may damage them because they are hygroscopic. In addition words, they may be slick to each other. Their wall will be torn and the ingredient inside the capsule shell may leak out, causing the consumer to become physiologically unimpressed with the capsule's appearance. In the presence of moisture, antibiotic within the shell may decay. Drying is required for such drugs, granule or powders to be dispersed.
And now we will move on to the application of the fluidized bed dryers in food industry and the advantages of these dryers. Gas bed dryers are commonly used in food processing applications such as freezing and cooling, drying, explosion puffing, atmospheric freezing drying. The application of freezing and cooling are used to process fish, peas, strawberries, and French fries. It happened at a cool air at -40 degrees Celsius until -30 degrees Celsius, and use a fluidized as a medium. Next is the explosion buffing. It used to dry the potatoes, coffee beans, and carrots. It was pre-drying at 80 degrees Celsius, and also buffing that happened at 1 to 6 degrees Celsius. Atmospheric freezing drying is to dry the mushroom, shrimp, and also carrots. If the first, it will frozen the product at -10, and then will be dry at the air temperature at -10 degrees Celsius until -3 degrees Celsius. Is the advantages of the fluidized bed drying. There are so many advantages of the fluidized bed drying, such as fluidized bed drying achieve a faster drying rates at the time ranging from 20 minutes until 40 minutes. Also, there is no hot spot when the materials is fluidized. In addition, it will improve the product properties such as heat porosity, and also the fluidized bed dryers have a few moving parts and require a little maintenance.
However, there are certain disadvantages of fluidized bed dryers, such as not ideal for organic solvents because the organic solvent usually dissolve in the product, thus making it very difficult to dry. One of the major disadvantages is risk of fire explosion. Fluid bed dryer use a lot of hot gas and air, which make drying toxic or flammable materials difficult. Hence, this may endanger the lives of those operating the machine or those in close proximity to it. And lastly, when we use a fluid bed dryer, there is high possibility of electrostatic build-up during the drying process. It is natural occurrence, especially when drying organic particles, so that to avoid this accident, we should use fluid bed dryer with electrical earthing element.